Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw FORTNITE's Ghostrider skin from Marvel Comics. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, I got a good idea for this one. Well, I got an idea I like. Who knows if it's a good idea? Maybe it's bad, but I like it. I'm excited about this one. So let me sketch this out real quick. And so this was a challenge because I was like, well, what do I call it? Because it's not a, it's a FORTNITE skin, definitely, but it's Marvel Comics, right? It's Marvel's Ghostrider, not FORTNITE's Ghostrider. So yes, I don't know how to define it. You know, how to say it's a Marvel skin from FORTNITE. Maybe that's what I should be saying. Marvel skin from FORTNITE. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, and then there's I don't know why there's like that, but okay, I'll sketch it out. One thing that I think no offense, I know everybody likes FORTNITE skins, you know, but sometimes they get a little silly. Sometimes they add stuff that I guess they're trying to make it their own, but it's like that's not part of the comic, or you know, it's strange. So what I mean in this instance is the little bumps on the legs. What is that all about? So there's like these little hoses, not rivets, like pipes. I don't know what you would call this, but for some reason on his boots, I guess it's a strap. Yeah, it's the strap. Okay, I see it now. It's a strap. There's a buckle on the sides. I don't know. It just looks kind of silly. And maybe I'm being too judgmental, right? Just enjoy the drawing. Have fun. That's what it's all about. Okay. But sometimes they get silly with the stuff they put in there. So that's why I'm laughing. I was like, okay, come on guys. Come on. That'll work. Okay, so let me try to, I have an idea and I want him to be throwing his chains, right? So I want one arm up. I like how also, you ever notice how muscular he is, but he's a skeleton? That's not against FORTNITE. That's against Marvel. That's a funny thing. It's like, well, you know, it's exciting, it's cool, it's crazy, it's different, but you know, sometimes it gets a little silly. All right, let's see. It's gonna have gloves on. That's about right. Looks good to me. And I kind of also, when I'm working, I kind of lean back and kind of get perspective on my drawing to see if I'm going in the right direction. And what I mean by that is, you know, it's always best to take your drawing and look at it in the mirror so you know you get a different perspective of it. Because a lot of times when you're drawing, your brain sees it a certain way, and so you just keep going, right? But you can be wrong. So it's good to always look at it from a different perspective, and looking at it in the mirror is the best way to shift your focal point, right? But I can't do that. I am it's taped to the board, so I can't exactly pick it up. So what I do is I lean back and just kind of get a bigger picture of what I'm doing, and that'll help me to look at it differently and realize, okay, I want to shift this, I want to move that, I want to, you know, that kind of thing. So sometimes if you see me jump, all of a sudden I'm working back on the foot. That's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of leaning back and looking at it and trying to figure out you know, what's going to work best. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so now, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try to do like the chain, right? And so we're just gonna do simple, you know, line, square, that kind of thing, because you know, that's not the most important part of the drawing. So it's not going to be taken apart that, oh, that chain's not right, you know? And even if they do, yeah, who cares? Okay, so for the head, or for the body, I guess, I'm going to go ahead and do the skull, but I don't think I'm going to do the spine inside. Like, I might, maybe with a smaller Sharpie. But the point is, it's on fire, so it's not a hard edge. So I kind of want it to be not as not as bold as the Sharpie, like a big black line. In other words, there you go. It's a fire skull, or fire skull. It's a fire spine, you know, it's made of flames, so black doesn't really represent what I'm trying to do with it, you know? So I may just do it with a smaller Sharpie just to try to get that that flame look. You know, not use the big black bold Sharpie. Because I have to already like figure out the flame look. Oh, there you go. I think I just did it. Like that, around the hand. There you go. I think that's good. I lost my picture. Yeah, I think I am ready to get going on the drawing. Let me erase some of these sketch lines, and we'll just keep the confidence lines. So basically what I do is the first few lines I put down, I'm just trying to get placement. I'm trying to figure out if that's where I want to go, you know, kind of the stick figure. As I get more confident, I start pressing harder. So when I want to erase like this, because I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil line, the first initial sketch lines disappear fast, and the confidence lines, they stick around a little bit longer. So those I can see while I'm drawing. So I'm going to follow my confidence, get rid of the sketchiness, and that's how you live your life, kids. Get rid of your sketchiness. All right, I think I'm good to go. I can see enough that I want to get going. Let's welcome all the skippers and go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. It can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen and just jump right in with the skull face. Now, I'm doing more of a real skull, not like the angry skull, but I'll try to give him a little bit of a angry brow like that. Just a little bit. Something like this. Now I've got his nose, I'll go ahead and do it kind of like this. and it's kind of raised up right there. That's why it's kind of in the way of that eyeball. There we go. There's a little bit of an angry skull, an angry line. Okay, so I'm going to draw a skull is what I'm going to do. So just going to do like this, and I'm going to draw the teeth. Let's see, the center teeth right here, and because it's so tiny, there's not many that I can really do. I can just kind of do something like this just to accent a little bit. And it's kind of the hard part, like kind of when I do the eyes too, that it's kind of impossible to draw all the teeth. It's kind of like it's almost impossible to draw all the details of the eyes. So I'm just gonna do like this, and that's probably about enough to get the job done. And then I'm gonna draw the little cheekbone like that. We'll say, let's see, it's coming through. Oh, he doesn't have that little side. We're gonna do it though. Okay. All right. Something like that. Again, I kind of like to do a little bit of detail, but again, there's not much I can really do. Well, there's not too much that I want to do because I don't want to make it too obvious that I drew a bunch of lines and let it all bleed together, you know? So I'm going to draw his head. And I'm going to start to thicken up my edges up a little bit. You don't have to do this, especially if we're working with pencil. But when I switch over to this big Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm kind of getting ready for how it's going to look. Okay, that's good enough for a skull. Okay, so now here's the thing. Because of those flames, I want to do the flames, but I want to keep it super subtle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with some of his coat. So the coat edge is going to come up like this. I'm going to go ahead and just draw the flame like it's there. And I'm doing it with the smaller Sharpie, almost like I would with hair. Like I want it to be subtle, but I want it to be there. So like that, and then I'm going to start off with the big Sharpie. So I was talking about this in the sketch that for the spine, I'm just going to do like this. And then I'm going to come back with color and do more because I want it to be highlighted with flame, not with big black Sharpie edge, you know? So that'll give me enough to show that it's there, give you something to draw, but not too much that it's going to mess up the color. So there you go. That's all I want to do with this color Sharpie. Now I want to switch over to the big Sharpie and we're going to go draw the collar like that and switch over. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with that collar. I'm going to bring it in like this. There's that edge. I don't want to draw through the flame. I want to make it look like it's like the flames in front of all that, right? Okay, so let me draw his collar like I was doing. This one's going to go into the side of his jacket here because it's like opened up here. I'm going to come back with this Sharpie and fix a few things, or not fix, but add a few things like that. And there is like a little edge to it around the entire thing, just a little highlight. Could probably do it with color, but I think it looks good like this. There we go. Okay, so the edge, it does come through, so it goes like this, and we'll say that it goes through like that, so you can kind of see the back edge of it, but not much. So that's the inside of the jacket basically, and you'll see what I do with color to make it look like it's coming out of there. Okay, so this arm is up, it's raised, it's You know what, hang on 1 second. I want to clean up this just a little bit, just to make myself happy, because I wanted it thicker. I didn't get too thick, but I want to match what this Sharpie is doing. This one. There you go. I like that better. Okay, so I've got this arm raised, so that means this shoulder is raised up, so his little arm pad is going to be like this, and the spikes, I'm going to put the ones in front. Because it's raised, you can kind of only see so much of them, and so the other ones are back behind it like this, and that's all we can see. Oops. Uh-oh, I lost the cap. Okay, well, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, let me add little bits of the point, because they don't really point. This Sharpie's too big. There we go, something like that. Here it is, I found it. Okay. So this arm is raised up, so that means we're gonna have some creases and folds. We'll come back and do more here in a second. There's his bicep. There's the underside of his arm to the elbow. Again, I'll do some more creases and folds here as I go, but he's got an arm piece, but it's on the back of his arm the way I've got him positioned. So all you can really see is like the strap that holds it. Okay. And then the wrist. Now he's holding I've got him holding the chains. And so we're gonna do that real quick. Okay, so basically a fist is all we're going to draw, but it's got the chain in the hand, so I'm going to come up here and do this. This is where the pinky's going to be. Then the ring finger. The thumb is starting to come over the middle finger. There's the index finger. So for the chain, I kind of sketched something out. All we're really going to do is I'm going to draw this simple old, well here, let's do it like this. The simple, like that. Big, small, big, small. We're just going to keep it like that. And I've got it kind of coming up this way. And let's do it like this. Just space it out a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll do the other part. And I did sketch out the placement, so I kind of know the way that it's flowing. Okay. I'm just going to come back and add just like the middle part. So just like this, you know, nothing too crazy. You can tell it's a chain. And again, the nice thing is that's not the most important part of the drawing, so it doesn't matter if it looks perfect. It's just got to look close enough. There you go. Chain flying through. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue his jacket down like this into his waist. And oh, I lost my picture again. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and add another crease like that. We'll do his belt in a second. Let's see, this is going to come down like this. The other side's over here. We got to draw his gigantic skeleton pecs for some reason. That's a joke. I was laughing about it in the sketch that Marvel, you know, makes him with muscles. The skeleton man. It's a magical skeleton man, but he's got muscles. Okay, and again, I'm going to add a little bit of points onto these, just a little, because it's super tiny. So that Sharpie is too big for tiny details like this. And it just makes me happy. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, so I've got this arm out. So I'm gonna draw some wrinkles and folds. There's his bicep to his elbow. The elbow's right there. And again, I'm gonna do some more wrinkles and folds in a second. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw the arm out and continue the basic outline, you know. So it's got a little bit of a, what do you call it? Strap to hold it on, just like we did up there. This one did a little bit lower. That's okay. And this one, we'll say here, look, it's back behind like that. That one's like that. This one, you can see more of the studs. Like that. And then the other ones are going around like that. So basically they're flowing around like that, but you can only see so much of them from the different angles. All right, let me clean some of this up. Again, give it some scarier points. Scarier points for the magical skeleton man. All right, looks good. Okay, since we're here, before I no. Let me finish the hand, then I'll add more. I keep saying we'll come back. Let's just get there. Okay, so here's the hand, and he's basically just doing this. Like that. The other finger's sticking out as well. They're all sticking out, actually. Kind of extended. We'll stick the pinky out a little bit more, make it a little bit more dynamic. Like that. Now, I can add a little bit of detail with the Sharpie, or with the smaller Sharpie. And we'll just do that just so we can see it better. Okay, so again, creases and folds. Just to show that there's a, what do you call it? Use in his joints. And usually when you bend, you know, you get a lot of creases and bends in your joints. So that's why I like to add them like that. All right. Okay, so now we got to draw his belt and then pants and shoes. I mean, it's not that much difficult. Not that much difficult. You know what is much difficult? Speaking. I cannot speak, so sorry. That is much difficult for me. All right. I can't tell exactly what's on his belt. It looks like another tiny little skull, a rat skull, I guess. Maybe a possum. I mean, it's tiny, so who knows? I know, I'm sure it's not real. It's like, you know, a silver metal, you know, something like that. I just like being silly. All right. Again, he's got more spikes. There we go, close this off. Anything that's floating, connect it. Looks good. Okay, so just jeans. Looks like he's just got regular jeans, so I'm gonna draw jeans down to his spiky boots. Okay, same thing here. That's where his knee is right there, just so you get an idea. Let's see, here's his crotch. He's got his pants spread wide for this kind of stance. And come down to his spiky boots. So again, just like we did there, we're just going to draw a bunch of spikes. And some of them are pointed right at you, so some of them will be like this, some will be like this, some you'll see straight out, okay? So let's go ahead and do the one that's right at you, because this one's going to be pointed right at you. This one's going to be out a little bit more, same thing here, out a little bit more. And then these will be the furthest that you can see the full, scary, magic skeleton spike. Well, how does he close his legs? They gotta stab each other, right? Okay. Okay, so now boots again with some straps. All right, and this one's just kind of coming down like this. And again, just regular old motorcycle boots, nothing too crazy here. All right. Let's add some detail. Oh, let's add some detail in his pants too. So I got him spreading his legs out in a wide, dramatic stance. So I'm going to add some creases and folds right around here and around here. Okay. Awesome. Going to connect these. Okay, a little bit of cowboy boot, not cowboy boot, sorry, motorcycle boot right there. Connect anything over here that's just kind of floating. Looks good. All right, same thing over here. So spiky one right at you, that one pointed at you, this one off to the side, this one really spiky, this one off to the side, this one really spiky. He's really spiky. Okay, so same thing, boots with some kind of buckle strap. And I've already sketched it out, so that's why I'm just kind of drawing a bunch of bumps. Okay, and this leg, it's super extended, so he's kind of pointed out like that. There we go. So again, let me add some creases and folds. Something like that. Now this one does have the buckle over here, so we can kind of do this over it. Because it's on the side, which obviously you can't see on that side. So this one I am adding a little bit of extra detail because that's where the buckle is. It's a little off, I know. Like, see how high it is over here and it's low there? That's all right. I'm just gonna add some extra creases and folds. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay. We'll add one little part like that. And there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Ghostrider. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures on How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.